Hello everybody, Arctic here, and welcome to 10 Facts About the PlayStation 4. I know a lot of this stuff's probably known, but it was still something that was kind of asked, and so I did my best to dig around and find what I can do, so here we go. Also, moment before we start this, next week is the 100th episode. The 100th video in the 10 Fact Top 10 series. I have to word it that way because I've split them up and have had top 10s and 10 facts in here, all mixed up in here. But it will be the 100th video on the playlist in the series, and that is awesome. So I'm going to say, if you have any ideas for it, please let me know. I would also, I don't know, there's something special I want to do for it. There's some cool things I want to do for it. I just don't know entirely what I'm going to do yet. If I can get a bunch of people to help me do the intro to it, that might be a thing. Otherwise, I might just take and splice a bunch of the intros from the earlier ones together and make that into one. So we'll just see if we can get some people. If you guys want to contribute to an intro to the next episode next week, you have until next Thursday. You have until the 12th to record it and and submit it. You can submit it via Twitter. You can link it in the comment section, do it like unlisted or listed, I don't care. Some way that I can get the video file so that I can use it. And if I have enough people do that, we will use that as the intro to kick off the 100th episode. But anyways, on to this. The PlayStation 4 was announced February 20th, 2013. It was released on November 15th in all countries but Japan. Japan got it in February. The system has now sold over 53 million units. Holy cow, as of January. Holy fuck. And then also we have the PlayStation Pro and the PSVR, so we're going to bounce around all of this trying to cover the whole thing. Here we go, on to the facts. Number one, like the PS3, the PS4 was not backwards compatible. We all probably know that if you own one. I have one sitting right over there. But there is a feature called PlayStation Now that you can use to play PS3 games. If you don't mind playing over the internet with input lag, like you're playing an MMO on dial-up. Maybe it's not really that bad, but still, you get the point. Number two, while you realize that the Vita could be used as a controller, that took talent. Now, while that device was great for something that you could use as a controller and to play on, you can also use your phone or a tablet with the PlayStation app to control your PlayStation, or if you had a Sony Xperia phone or tablet, you could use that to play or stream to the device just like that. So it was something really cool they did. I'm kind of glad with that connectivity ideas that they've pushed some cool stuff like that. Number three, we're going to get into the specs a little bit just because this blew me away the first time I heard it. It's not so impressive now, but that's just how consoles go. When it came out, the system had two quad-core Jaguar CPUs totaling 8 cores, obviously, doing 1.84 teraflops. Had a GDR5 RAM, 8 gigabytes of it, with a memory bandwidth of 176 gigabytes, 16 times more RAM than the PS3, blew the previous console out of the water. While a good gaming PC nowadays beats it, when it came out, that was a solid beast. Solid. Yes, I know, before Xbox fanboys jump onto this, the Xbone has comparable specs. Comparable. Number four, yes, the Pro, which we're going to cover the specs on separately, they had a better CPU, and they're pulling 4.2 teraflops. That's almost 3 times better. It was able to almost push 4K. It's kind of simulated 4K. It's truly a great monster, and as I said, a PC like mine still beats it, but holy cow. And yes, the Xbox has a comparable version. Number five. Now this is possibly the biggest reason the Pro came out. I'm not going to say it is, but it's possibly one of the biggest reasons. Was for VR, because we have the PSVR, which allows you to play VR games just like the Rift and the Vive do. So yeah, Sony, good job copying PC. Number six, do you remember the PlayStation camera? Because I do. The PlayStation camera has two 1280 by 800 pixel lenses for tracking depth and location for the motion sensor and for the VR to allow it to track your movement and stuff through it. So yeah, the PlayStation, it works with PlayStation Move, which came out with the PS3 and continued to work on the PS4. Number 7. Did you know the PS4 operating system is called the Orbis OS, and that it's really a customized version of FreeBSD 9? Yeah, so essentially that PS4 sitting over there is a glorified Linux computer. Number 8. The PS4 doesn't actually power off unless you unplug it. Instead of powering off, it goes into a rest mode where it can still do updates, installs, and stuff like that, and will keep your progress and stuff kind of flash frozen in its memory, so that you can just boot right back up to it. Number 9. Sony decided that they wanted to make it a lot easier for people to be for streamers, really. For streamers, for Let's Players, people like me who do gameplay all the freaking time. And so what they did was they implemented in their share button the ability to do recording straight on the console, to stream straight to like YouTube, Dailymotion, Twitch, etc. And they did all of this to make it like easier, which is part of the what drew a lot of us to that console. On top of that, the whole fact that you can I can stream that to this to my computer, and then use it, play the games on my computer and screen cap it here. So yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Number 10. Some companies will do whatever they can to make you go out and buy the game. And while yes, ideally Sony still wants you to buy the game, they did make a cool little way around it. And that is, you can stream the game to your friends. They can play a copy of your game or co-op. While it is stuck with a 1 hour limit, which sucks, it's still, hey, you have a game I don't own. Do you mind sharing that game to me so I can play it and see if I like it? See? Beats renting. So yeah, the PlayStation 4 was something really cool. I really like the console. I own the console. I've had it for, oh gosh, a year and a half, 2 years now. I love it. So, these have been 10 facts about the PlayStation 4. We're not going to be doing Xbox next week, so I have something else planned at the moment. Subject to change, but I currently have a different game planned for that one. We'll probably do Xbox for the 101st episode, probably. Depends on how well this one does. Or if you guys really want it, you can just let me know down below. But if you have any ideas for future videos, put them in the comments section down below. Trust me, I do read that. I do keep track of it. And yeah. As I said, if you want to help submit anything for next week's video, please do. I want anybody who wants to be involved in it to be involved in it. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. As always, you guys have fun. I will see you later. If anyone's still here, be really, really nice. Next week, it's Pong. Unless something happens.